I do think, yes, yesterday was fully due to this, even though nothing was sold. It was just mostly fears over this, and that's why there was a cascading effect, and that's what happened, right? Because of this, and obviously, Wall Street, like I said, casting effect. Wall Street had negative 175 million day. We had 7 consecutive days of red. So obviously, a lot of people do not understand what Bitcoin is all about. Many on Wall Street are buying Bitcoin and Bitcoin ETFs and selling them as if they were uh, a stock, a tech stock. That's not how you should treat Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the greatest asset that we have because of the scarcity factor, okay? And how you truly profit from Bitcoin is by holding long term. DCA when you can and holding. That is how you make gains with Bitcoin. Just like any other investment out there, you have to have patience and know that there will be dips. Even Nvidia, for example, dipped hard the last 3 days. Today's up today. But there will be dips. No matter how good something is, it never goes up in a straight line forever. There will be dips. But those that take advantage of it, those that pay attention to what's happening really, the ones that can spot the specific points to actually buy and get in when others are panic selling, those are the people that make the most. Okay? That's quite simply it. That's quite simply it. Right now, miners are selling the biggest sell-off rate in over a year. Now, the miners are not selling because of Mt. Gox fears or whatever. They are doing it because they need the money. A lot of them are strapped for cash right now because of how difficult it is to mine a single Bitcoin. But again, like I said, if you pay attention, well, this happens a lot. In prior cycles, this also happened where the miners, after having a miner struggle, they had to sell off. And then what happens afterwards? They stop selling and the market turns back up and Bitcoin continues upwards, right? So this is actually one of those turning points to look forward to. Yes, even though short term, it sucks. They sold a lot and probably caused Bitcoin to come down a little bit and to have volatility. But it's one of those points where they're going to stop eventually. They're not going to run dry to zero. They're not going to sell off everything, right? So this is actually one of those things that you have to pay attention to. And this is actually a really good thing. Now, yesterday also, because of the big drop, a lot of liquidations, right? That does not surprise me. Of course, there are a lot of longs that got liquidated, and it sucks. But whenever you have a big liquidation day, guess what happens? Well, then things clear up and we move forward once again, right? Like that's how it is. But we do have a lot of short, or I should say shorters, a lot of short contracts out there, billions upon billions upon billions upon billions, right? So when we go in the inverse direction, which means we're going upwards, we will have those shorters liquidated. We will have billions upon billions upon billions of short contracts being liquidated and wrecking those shorters and having short squeezes that will push us back to 70,000, 72,000 and to new heights, right? That is around the corner. Now, there is one other worry I would say is the one other worry is Germany, right? So now it looks like they still have $3 billion. We're close to it, like 2.9 billion of Bitcoin that they confiscated. And they may still continue to sell, right? So this is something to worry about. They moved another 24 million to Kraken and Coinbase. Arkham is tracking this, right? So for whatever reason, they feel compelled to sell right now. Like at this point in time. Don't know why they don't want to do it at the end of the year when Bitcoin's at 6 figures. No idea why they're doing it now, right? So there is a little bit more FUD about this. And I don't know why someone like Kraken or Coinbase, maybe they should reach out and say, hey, you can sell OTC, we'll buy it, we'll find a seller for you, right? Rather than having them dump on open market. So this is still left I feel like, in my opinion, the miners are close to basically being done. I don't think that they're going to sell much more. I think same thing with ETFs. Even though there's a lot of outflow right now, BlackRock is not selling. And when the market starts turning around, you go see those outflows turn into inflows really quickly. Mt. Gox fears right now, yes, there's a lot of fear, but distribution does not mean panic dumping. So I think the only thing we really have to worry about or pay attention to, not like there's anything we could really do besides just DCA more, is to see what the German government is going to do with the remaining 2.8, $2.9 billion of the Bitcoin. Are they really going to dump it all on the spot market? Someone needs to step in and tell them this is a bad idea. This does not need to be done like this. It just doesn't make a lot of sense, right? Anyways, but outside of this FUD, Bitcoin holders, hey, they understand. Even companies like Meta Planet, they're coming out with a whole brand new company just to focus on Bitcoin. Again, where have we heard this from? They are following Michael Saylor's and MicroStrategy's playbook to the T. They are doing exactly the same thing. They are loading them up Bitcoin as much as they can, and they are going to fully develop Bitcoin products too. That is absolutely fantastic. And of course, long-term holders continue to get stronger and bigger as a community. Total non-zero addresses over time going up, just like the price. Supply and demand, I've talked about it a lot. Supply is going to continue to diminish. Demand is going to continue to go up. It's really that simple. Now, from a TA perspective, like I said, it looks like we could be going right back up to 64, and then after that, going right back to 72,000, right? So there are many charts that show that, hey, even though we dipped down due to the fear and selling and liquidations, we could be seeing that reversal right around the corner. And overall, this is how it looks like. Every single cycle, you kind of go through the same thing. You know the saying, history doesn't repeat, but it tends to rhyme. And we are definitely rhyming versus previous cycles. We do see this point. We see this point often. After breaking a new high, you head down a little bit, and then you break out and you continue further. And along the way, there are many scary FUD moments and many scary dip moments. It happens all the time. So, bottom line, guys, stay strong. There's a lot of FUD out there. Sometimes it's scary, but don't fall for it. Continue to do your thing, which is holding, DCA, paying attention, putting two together like I have been for you guys, and you'll realize that Bitcoin is what you want to hold long term, and everything else is FUD or distraction. All right, guys, that is it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I am still here. I'll be here, working with killer whales, and I'm going to see if I can, I don't know what else there is here in LA. So I'm going to travel around and see, and continue to make these videos for you guys to make sure that you're holding strong. All right, smash it a like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.